So Connected Nation, we are a 501c3 national nonprofit, and we are focused on expanding broadband, especially in rural America and rural Texas. So I've been out in Abilene and San Angelo this week meeting with folks about rural broadband. Over 2 million folks in Texas don't have broadband still, and broadband is just, the common term for high-speed internet. So that really means anything other than dial-up internet would be broadband, though there are various speeds of broadband. The federal government has a definition of broadband that they work off of, but some people may still be using something a little bit less than that, especially out here in the San Angelo area. We are doing several things through the generous support of the Texas Rural Funders Collaborative. We are, number one, we are doing a map of where internet is and isn't in the state of Texas, as well as infrastructure. So we are going through and working with internet providers, getting data from them so that we actually have a current and up-to-date map of the state of Texas and where access is and isn't. With that data and alongside communities, we will actually be going into 23 communities across the state and working with them to come up with a technology action plan. And so we're looking for communities right now to be part of our 23 communities. So hopefully, someone listening today can, reach out to me and say, hey, our community is really ready. We would like to be connected to high-speed internet. How can you help? So part of what we do in communities is we try to bring every stakeholder to the table. So when we go into a community, we invite all of the internet service providers that we know exist in the area. We invite the Chamber of Commerce, the county judge, the city council, the mayor, school board president, principals, parents, students, United Way, whoever it may be. We try to get every stakeholder in the same room so that we can be that kind of non-partial person in the middle to get a conversation started. It may be that there's just a misunderstanding and that the providers, they don't know that an area is not being served or it's not being served at the level that the customers want. And then we can bring that conversation together and, hopefully get people, connected to the internet the way they want to be. Homes that don't have internet are disadvantaged in a variety of ways, whether it's children coming home from school and they can't do their homework and have to go back to school and sit out in the parking lot, after the football game, when the bus gets back, or after band practice or whatever, they're sitting out in the parking lot using the school's internet, or they have to go to the library, or honestly even to a McDonald's or somewhere else that might have internet. That severely disadvantages those kids from being able to learn in the way that students who are able to have internet at home can. As far as rural health care, if you have a sinus infection or something and would like to see a doctor online to get your prescription, you might not be able to do that if you're not able to have video chat, capabilities through the internet at your home. Maybe you want to telecommute and want to be open to a lot of jobs that, honestly, the job could be based anywhere in the world, but you don't have a strong internet connection at your home. Well, then all of those jobs are kind of off the table for you. And so that's also, a huge disadvantage for people in rural Texas and, across the country that don't have good access to internet. Jobs are just off the table. So those are just several of the things that I would say, you really lose out on when you don't have internet. But truly, internet's like electricity. You need it for almost everything in your life, not just Netflix.